Hi! So I figured that I would pop on and do my lives. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this is recorded live on Facebook for the people who I put it on YouTube for. But I kind of switched the day from Sunday to Wednesday. And the reason for that being honestly is my pure laziness, because on Wednesday I'm at work all day, so I always get my makeup done. So when I come home from work, I'm already done up. So I don't have to go ahead and put makeup on Sundays to do lives. So I figure it's just easy to jump on a live on Wednesday. And ironically, our topic today is lives. And I know lives can be very intimidating. As you can tell, I still stutter and I'm scared to do them. And I have done a few hundred lives since I started direct sales 2 years ago. So I found some really good tips that I learned from other people about lives. A number one rule with live is to be yourself. You'll hear lots of people say that you should get all done up for lives, or you should make sure that everything is perfect for a live. I think that it's based on the situation. If you're trying to sell something, yes, you should probably be presentable. However, if you're coming on to talk about a real topic, like I will come on and talk about mental health a lot on my page, I don't think that it's necessarily important that I'm all done up, because in real life and realistically, I am not all done up. My makeup is not all done all the time. And it's just realistically. And also, like, I can't put makeup on my skin a lot because of my acne. It's also okay to use filters. I don't think that that's an issue. Don't do it all the time, but it's something different that might catch somebody's eye. So for example, somebody might see me in the little screenshot, sorry, my asthma's kicking up, in the little screenshot and see that I was one and be like, what is that? And they might pop on and just listen, or they might go, how did she do that? How did she get that there? And so you can tell them how you did it. So 15 minutes before you go live, you should be very active on your Facebook. So you should be going and liking and commenting both on people's posts, because that's going to boost your Facebook algorithm. And I know probably everybody's tired of hearing about Facebook algorithm, but it really is going to boost it so that more people will see your live. It'll pop up in their newsfeed more. It'll pop up as, hey, your friend's going live, right? Make sure that you create a catchy tagline. This is hard. It's really hard. And sometimes I've actually changed my tagline after I've done the live because I realized I went off on a different topic, or it just wasn't catchy enough. Like, it was good enough because everybody who wanted to watch me live knew I was going live, knew I was going live on that topic, but it just wasn't catchy enough. And for example, I was going to change my last live. I put one vitamin you know, one vitamin you might not know. And that wasn't, I forgot what I was going to label it. And I was actually going to label it a little saying that I found on one of the vitamins. So I'm going to go back and change it. I haven't been on my computer, but there is a way to change. I don't know if I shared it here, but I will try to find it. If I haven't, I'll check. There is a way to change your picture that shows up, because Facebook will pick a picture. And since I'm so expressive in my lives, sometimes I'm sitting here going, and that's what shows up on the walls of people. And that's not really something you want to show up unless it catches their eye. For example, I'm trying to build up my YouTube and I get my boyfriend to watch them, and I made him subscribe to me. And in the store the other day, he goes, babe, you know how you told me you could change those pictures? You should really do that for YouTube. And I said, I don't know how to do it for YouTube yet. That was Facebook I was talking about, and why? And he was like, well, it's not your best self. And I love that phrase he gives me. It's you, but not your best you. And I'm like, oh my frig. I'm like, you must think it's horrible, right? So I laughed and I went and looked. And some of them are just really bad pauses of me. So I need to learn how to do that on YouTube. I'm sure there's a way. There's a way to add intros after you've added videos. I am not the best video editor. I'm still learning, and I don't want to pay for nothing. So every app that I have is free, but you can do it for your Facebook Lives. I don't know if you can do it in the group, but that's different. But you can do it on your wall. So you might want it just a normal look instead of a, right? So I need to go back and do that. So pick something that people want to know about, or something that you think they want to know about, but they might not even know they want to know about. Yeah, that sounds confusing. It needs to be something interesting or fun, like a topic that could be personal to you or to something you're selling. Don't only go live to show your products. Attraction marketing is a huge thing. People are so tired of direct sales. I was sitting with my coworkers after work today, and my friend got a bling on her phone and she went, "No, I don't want to buy bath bombs. If I wanted to buy bath bombs, I'd contact you." And I was like, and the other girls was like, "Yeah, isn't that annoying?" And I went, it's like direct sales has such a bad stigma. And I went, as being the defender I am, I went, I'm in direct sales and I did that. I did that when I was with my first company. I was constantly bombarding people. Everybody was tired of seeing makeup. They were sick of it. They didn't care. They didn't want to see it. So be careful that you're not only going live to show your product, because what's going to happen is people are going to go, Tracy's showing her products again. Scroll, scroll, scroll. If they don't know what I'm going live about, like if my catch line is not specific enough, then they might click on it. They might check it out, right? And then if something piques their interest, they might watch the whole thing. Then they may buy from you. It might just be your personality. So you got to make sure that you don't go live to only show products. I don't think I've gone live to show a product in a long time. I might have did it right at the end after I was talking about the product, but I haven't. And in fact, I should. So you need a healthy balance between showing your products and showing you. A good thing that people like to see is, if you have enough data, is to go live when you're out and about. Like if you're, I'm Canadian and I know what that just sounded like. I guess well, some people think that it says out and about, but we say a boat. It's basically like out and about, right? So if you're out and around, if you're at a festival or event, especially with summer coming, it's always good to go live to show people what you're doing. For me, I work in health and wellness right now. I ventured away from makeup, so going live with makeup is actually an okay thing. I go live to share information that I've learned, but I learn it about the product, but I don't necessarily talk about the specific product unless it's really, this is the product and this is what it does. So for health and wellness, I'm kind of lucky because I get to look up nutrients and research those, just that one nutrient, and talk about it. This is something I learned. At the end of your live, right at the end of your live, within the 15 minutes you've gone live, do not go and like every comment. I thought you were supposed to like and comment on every comment. Don't do that. Only comment on them. And the reason why you do this is, again, it's a Facebook algorithm thing. And what you should do is comment a question. So if somebody writes, hi, I write, hi, how are you? I don't want to say 9 out of 10, that's a little high. Maybe 7 out of 10 times they will write back and say, I'm good. How are you? Or I'm good. And you're right, that's great. And the reason for that is because it creates a thread on your live, which makes it shown to more people. So that's all going live is about, is getting your content out to people, right? It's getting your information in people's hands. It's getting people to see who you are and what you do, or who you are as a person. So comment, ask questions, then tomorrow go back and like all the comments, because that pushes your live back in news feeds. Mummy's on a live, we'll talk in a minute. So 15 minutes after you go live, go and comment with a question if you can. If you can't, you can. If the person's commented multiple times, you just comment, right? And then tomorrow after your live, go back and like them. If you have a good live, this was interesting. If you have a good live, don't compete with yourself. So I went live, I think a month ago, and it was a really good live. I got about 300, 500 hits. and I only had 1,000 people on my Facebook at the time because I had removed a bunch of people and trying to get a fresh sense of people in. And so I learned that you shouldn't compete with yourself, because if you throw more content out there, it competes with the content you already have, because Facebook is only going to show so much of your content to your audience. So the gentleman that I learned this from is high up in the company, and he said, don't compete with yourself. And I thought, oh my God, that's really interesting, because everybody's like, put content out, put content out, put content out, put content out. Something will stick, something will stick, something will stick. But it made so much sense, because you're just pushing your live down. You're pushing it down in your news feed. You're pushing it down in everybody's feed. And lives are the most important thing because they are the most impactful. So I thought that was really interesting. I think these are just more live tips and tricks. Going live is scary, as I mentioned, but if you want to make more than $100 in your business, you need to go live. And it really is kind of sucky. Lately, the biggest trend is go live every day. I can't do that. I could, but honestly, I think my audience would be bored, to tell you the truth. They really would. They would be like, she's live again? What the hell is she talking about now? I don't have enough content created or interest to create that much content for people. And with it being sincere, if you're not going to be sincere and you're not going to throw yourself into it, don't do it. Just don't do it. It's the same as offering the opportunity to somebody. If you're just going to haphazardly offer the opportunity to somebody, don't do it. I don't care what people say, where they say, well, you know, ask. Don't ask. If you're like, hey, Suze, seen this? You interested? And Susie's like, who the heck are you? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you've never talked to that person, don't do it. So don't go live unless you're going to put your heart into it. I think that's probably all I have today. I was thinking the other day about the content, and I'm trying to follow kind of that schedule, because I can have it bad. I go off on tangents a lot. And I feel like after we're done with the schedule, I might start posting stuff in here that might be a little bit repetitive, just so you know, because I feel like I'm missing stuff. Or I learn a new tip or trick and I want to get it out to you guys, but I'm such a schedule person that I feel like when I'm done, I'm definitely going to have to come back and talk to you guys, because I learn something new every day. And I try to research the topics that I want to talk about next, so that I'm not bombarding myself, because I'm that type of person that's like, I'm not ADHD, but I'm the type of person who's like, squirrel. Like, especially when it comes to direct sales, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's interesting. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. And I don't want to bombard people. I've done that. That's another thing. Don't bombard people on your lives either. Don't talk about 15 things. Talk about one thing. Don't compete with yourself, right? Get your message out there as clear as you can. It's okay to stutter. It's okay to shake. Like I said, I've done over 100 lives and I still stutter and shake. And for some reason, I always start coughing or messing with my hair. I'm not messing with it today. Maybe it's the crown thing, like, 'cause I can't see that top of my hair, even though it doesn't look that bad. But I'm having a good hair day. It's my products, but whatever. But I don't want to mess with it. So those are the most important things. Sorry for rambling. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I am so glad that you're in this group with me. I've been turning people down. I don't know if you guys have been telling people about the group, but I have been declining offers to enter the group, because I need to keep it small so that I can contain it, to make sure that I know you guys are getting the information. After we're done with the schedule, I might open up another group, or I might start posting some of this information on my wall, but I want it to keep this a very select and tight-knit group. And I'm sorry if I'm not on here all the time, or you feel that I might have neglected the group. I don't know. And my goal was to come on once a week, because we are all so busy and we are all trying to learn. And I felt that that was a committed but non-committal way. And then winter came and I got sick as a dog after Christmas. but I still have tried to push through, and I'm just hoping that you guys are getting value from the group. There's probably some repetitive stuff that you've already heard. I join mentoring groups all the time as well to see if I can learn something else that I don't already know that might work. But yeah, it's been a good month this month. I've been in my new company for just under a month, and I'm almost at my promotion, which is a big one. So, so that's great. But anyway, so I love you guys, and I'm so grateful that you watch me, and I'm grateful that you're here, and I'm grateful that you participate, and I just wanted you guys to know that. So thank you for watching me. I am Tracy Kerr. My company is Courageous, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.